I never know if I should start talking immediately or wait. I guess I should probably should just start talking because of the reviews or the video um video replay, because I don't know if anyone ever watches them, but I don't know. It's available for a reason. But hello. Hi. Hi Christopher, how are you doing? Oh my goodness. How's this lighting? It's really, I'm sitting on the floor in my room and I don't know, I'm having issues with lighting today. Hello Everett, I'm doing pretty good. How are you? Okay. Maybe that's better. Yes. Because, the lights are perfect. Okay, well that's good. Thanks. So why did I just start feeling nervous all of a sudden? I do this all the time. I don't know. Sometimes sometimes I get all in my head and I start feeling kind of nervous, but it's just is the way it is. Oh, yay, you're here. How are you doing, Malaya? Malaya? Not sure if I'm pronouncing your name right. But glad you're here. And so what am I gonna talk about today? I don't know. I'm kind of trying to think of something, but usually what I do is I just kind of like go based off of the comments, so whatever people are saying and respond to things. I know it would probably be better if I had like a theme every time. Well, I'm asking you again. Hi, Jack. I find it really funny when people say they have a crush on me or something like that, because I just am like, I think it's, no one ever expects anyone to like think of them that way because they're so used to seeing themselves all the time and they just get bored. I don't know. So we forget sometimes how other people see us. Yes, absolutely not. I don't even, honestly, when people say stuff like that, like, they just have to be, like, a troll 100%, because, and so I just ignore it. But, how's the weather? Well, I mean, actually, so this morning it was sunny as always. It's, thank you, Brandon, and thank you, Everett. I appreciate that. Yeah, makeup is on point. Well, thanks. I mean, I kind of do the same thing every day when I do makeup. I really don't have a lot that I do. I'm kind of disappointed because I put a lot of glitter on and it just doesn't show up. Like the camera just doesn't do it justice. Maybe it's because I have so many lights on right now. But I yeah, that's my favorite thing to do is put glitter on. And I do mascara, and then I have this like white, um, like shimmery powder that I use as like highlighter. Um, but um, thanks. I mean, sometimes, so every once in a while, I think about like going and doing a live and not wearing makeup. I mean, usually it's just because I'm feeling like lazy and I don't want to do my makeup, but I just feel so much more confident when I have makeup on. Um, like it's not like I wear makeup every time I go anywhere. Um, not that I even go leave the house that much, but when I am on when I'm doing a video, I like to have makeup on. It's just something about it. It just kind of puts me in the mood. But thanks. I don't know. Lately I've been like way frustrated with certain things, but I appreciate you guys. Okay, hello, can you show us your outfit? I mean I can maybe in a little bit. Um, it's really I didn't really dress up that much today. I'm wearing a long dress. Well, not a long dress. I can't even words. A short, it's kind of like a pajama style dress, but you can get away with wearing it during the day. And a sweater and um long socks. But um I feel like I need new clothes. I say this a lot, but I really like to wear comfortable like dresses. Um Most of the dresses that I have are either um too fancy or too like uncomfortable, or they're like pajama dresses. Um what time? So it's 1:19 p.m. Um why do I have two? Um well, I mean, it's one. It's like the main like this is one bed frame, and the green the one that I have in the back, it's just a headboard, and it was actually my grandparents. It belonged to them, and so it used to be the only headboard that I had, but like it didn't have a bed connected to it. And so I just had like the box spring and the mattress like on the floor, but eventually I got sick of that and I wanted to get an actual bed. So I found this pink bed on TikTok shop. But I wanted to keep my grandparents' headboard. So yeah. Um what will be my sleep time? I sleep a lot. I woke up like 2 hours ago. I'm already feeling tired. Um, I sleep like way too much, but I don't know what it is. I just love sleeping. I'm like Sleeping Beauty. Um, I think. And smoky, ew. Cigarettes are gross. I mean, no offense if you smoke, but I think it's nasty. Um, So you should care about your health. I I care, I guess. I do care actually. Um so it reminds me of when that used to be kind of a meme. Hello from Alabama. Oh, nice. I also live in Alabama. Which part of Alabama do you live in? Um, that's fun. Um, oh, Tuscaloosa. Oh, wow, interesting. I lived in Tuscaloosa for 1 year. Um, I live in northern Alabama now. Um, hello, Sophie. You have the same name as my sister. Um, why are you on here looking for attention? Oh, you're from South Africa? That's cool. Yeah, nice to meet you too. Okay. Now I think hi from the UK. Oh, that's cool. See, I don't. Oops, what did I just step on? Oh, my empty glitter thing. See, I don't realize that I have an accent. This is on Inside Out. I think I'm gonna move out. Move out to my living room. Because I was sitting on the floor and the carpet was really bothering me. Okay. Welcome to my office. It's really not an office, it's just where it's a table. So I pretty much just have like one giant room in this apartment. And I don't know, like for a long time, like open floor plans were like really in style. And sometimes I think about getting a different type of house. From a southern state. I don't think people are racist here. I mean, I think that's kind of a misconception about the South. I mean, honestly, I think people, for the most part, are actually quite nice here. And you know, there might be some racists, but not a lot. No more than anywhere else. So I think that's a misconception. How old am I? Well, I hate talking about my age, but I hate talking about my age, so I'm not gonna. Greetings from Ireland. Oh, hello. Um, I mean, it's not like I'm not ashamed of it or anything. I just don't really, I think about it too much. I always have been that way. I don't know. Ever since, even when I was little, I always thought about it a lot. Um, um, I like to think that age doesn't matter. I think, I don't think it does. I think Hollywood has kind of screwed up people's perception of age, and Hollywood has screwed up people's perception of everything. So, I don't know. Well, my eyes, they don't look that great in this light, but in really good light, my eyes are like blue-green. Um, do I like, so I, Russian and Ukrainian, are kind of similar, but they're also different. So for some reason, I got really interested in learning Russian. I don't really know why. And Ukrainian is similar. It has some different letters. Um, and I think some, so I mean, I don't speak Ukrainian, but I mean, I'm also not fluent in Russian. So I think that they're kind of similar languages. But what are my hobbies? Um, I don't. So I do have hobbies. I do like to do things, but lately I've been really depressed and I don't really do that much. I don't want to. I'm not sitting here like trying to talk about depression or anything like that. It's just, you know how sometimes when you, I don't know, if you've ever experienced depression, you know that sometimes it like takes the joy out of, you know, things that you normally enjoy doing. Um, so I don't know. Um, and that's the golden question. Why are you depressed? There's really no reason. And I think people who don't deal with depression always ask that, but it's really not a good question to ask because most people who have depression don't know. And also, a lot of times, it's like not even circumstantial, it's just because of like chemical imbalances. And I think that's the main thing for me is just having, um, I've been dealing with stuff like this ever since I was like 13. So, um, you have problems with depression? Yeah. I mean, it's hard. I mean, the main thing that helps me is being a Christian and praying and, um, but even Christians get depression. So, um, thank you, Sophie. I, like my hair too, but sometimes I feel like it's too dark. But it is really healthy right now. Um, and I used to have bleach blonde hair, um, because for some reason when I was younger, well, my mom was always getting her hair dyed or highlighted, so I got into it. And I eventually got my entire head like bleached. And I think if COVID hadn't happened, I probably would still have blonde hair. But like when COVID happened, like I couldn't go to the salon anymore. um, so, but that was a long time ago. Anyway, um, Angel TV? No. Is it like, I think I may have heard of it. Like, is it like, it's like a Christian, TV station or something? You're very interesting. Well, thanks. Have I ever been married? No. Hey, don't insult everybody here, okay? You can't, you have no idea what these people are like. You can't you can't just generalize a group of people and say everyone, like, I'm sure that most people here are fine. Anyway, so moving on. Did I ever visit Ireland? No, I haven't, but I would love to visit someday. What if the glitter gets in my eye? I'm sure that it has gotten, I'm sure that I've gotten a little bit in my eye before, but it's kind of like, it's not that bad. It's like if you know, your eyes are pretty good at getting stuff out of them if it's not supposed to be in there. But also, usually, I mean, I put on mascara, and then while it's still wet, I put the glitter on my eyelashes so it like sticks to my eyelashes, and it doesn't get in my eyes. And if it does, you can just rinse. What part of Ireland would I like to visit? I don't know, but that's a good question. Hang on a sec. So I was gonna drink this, but it has caffeine in it, and I think I have had enough caffeine. I'm really low on, I love flavored water. I'm obsessed with it, and I'm really frustrated because I went to the store the other day, but I forgot to get water flavoring. So yeah. But I have some hydration powder. So I'm gonna, hi. Okay, I did the dishwasher the other day. So, really don't know where, oh, there it is. Yay. And I'm also, so I don't have like a water filter on my fridge or on the sink, but and normally I just drink tap water, but lately I've been really trying to drink filtered water. And it's just annoying because it takes so long to filter. Oh no, what the heck? It's saying I need to change the filter soon. I've barely even used this thing. Oh, whose birthday is it? Yeah, so I keep like looking and trying to make something appear, but I guess I just need to go to the store later and get some more stuff. But this is good because it's like hydrating powder. I mean, water, like, it tastes like I can drink water on its own, obviously. I much prefer it when it has flavoring in it. This is not a straw, it's a chopstick. Well, it's pretty weak, but it's better than nothing, I guess. Okay. Have to remember, this one has caffeine and this one doesn't. Okay, sorry, whose birthday is it? Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Lily. Happy birthday, Lily. Aw. I used to have a cat named Lily, and I spelled it that way too. Okay, so I like to look at the atlas sometimes. So I will look up Northern Ireland, and you can show me. There's the United Kingdom. So I have been to, oh, there's Ireland, yay. I know that Ireland is really beautiful. Gosh, when I was little, I used to like love like just laying on the floor and looking at the atlas like all the time. It's so intriguing. So you said you live in Northern Ireland. Do you live in Belfast? I'm just guessing. I mean, I know there are other cities in Northern Ireland, but you're from Scotland and Ireland is your sister. Aw. I feel like it's so boring where I live. I mean, I don't know if everyone feels that way, that it's boring where they live, but I don't know. I think Alabama is so boring. Have I been to Wyoming? I've not actually been on vacation there, but I have been, I've been like in a car. So I haven't always lived in Alabama. I lived in Florida till I was 14. And then we drove across the country and to Northern California and lived there for 2 years. And then my dad got a new job in Northern Alabama in Huntsville, where I live now. And we drove across the country again, but this time it was on a different route to get here. And we did drive through Wyoming. And Wyoming was very pretty. I'm trying, like, it has been quite a long time. But, and of course, it was, you know, it was hard because we were in the car and we were just exhausted. And half the time I was in the car, I just didn't pay attention. But the times that I did pay attention to the scenery around me, like I got to see a lot of really cool things. I mean, um, that I wouldn't have gotten to see otherwise. Like I remember driving. I mean, for like the most part, like so driving up through Florida to Georgia, and I'd been to Atlanta and stuff before. But kind of once we left, like Atlanta was when it started getting different. Um, I remember. So we drove through Kansas, and it was no offense if you live in Kansas, but you probably know what I'm talking about. That it's very so there was Kansas City, and then it was an actual city, um, but then after that was like just miles and miles and miles of just empty prairie. And so I don't know why I did this, but I got the idea to call it like so Kansas is like the part of Kansas where it, actually has the city, but then after that, the rest of Kansas is Sasnak. Sasnak, which is Kansas backwards. Um, uh, I just remember it was so like as boring as it is here in Alabama, Kansas Sasnak was even more boring. I mean, it's just a lot of farmland and stuff. Um, and also there was like when we were driving through, like um, we could see like the clouds, like these really big storm clouds kind of coming in, and everybody knows, Kansas, and it's in Tornado Alley, which gets a lot of tornadoes, and we were scared. And basically, like, we ended up getting through Kansas and made it to, I think, Colorado. Um, but like the day after we drove through Kansas, there was a massive tornado, like right where we drove. So, and then there was a blizzard when we were driving through Colorado and we had to stop. Um, and that was actually kind of fun. I mean, I love the snow. It was scary because, driving on the mountains and in the snow, and we're not used to it. And also, my dad was driving our moving truck. So, you can imagine driving a moving truck on icy, snowy roads, and if you're not used to it. Um, so, but we ended up stopping for the night, and that was kind of a nice. I love the mountains. And I've actually been to Colorado like on vacation a few times. Um, like, so I really do like Colorado, but I also like the beach, and that was the one thing about Florida that was good. Living in Florida, we always lived close to the beach. But Sierra has no age. Thanks, let's just say that. Um, you can't drive, but if I did, if the truck was already moving, why would I be? I'm not uncomfortable talking about my age. I just don't want to talk about it. They're like, You never ask a lady her age. Romania time, 20:46, so 8:46 p.m. So it's nighttime for you. Hello from Cincinnati. Hello. Um, how do you like Cincinnati? When I was in college, I had a friend from Ohio. I think she lived in Cincinnati. Um, Hi Snowy. Ah! Almost knocked over my water. You're not sure, but you always end up here with your AI friend. Are you calling me AI or something else? I was, it's a long story, but I was a geology major. But I ended up switching to, well, ended up trying to major in art, but then, because I'm an artist, but the classes were horrible, and I ended up withdrawing, because I just hated it so much, and so then I took like some time off, and then I decided to try being a theater major because I also love acting, and it was an interesting experience, but you know, I did take a couple classes that I liked, which like I took an acting 1 class and a voice and movement fundamentals class. Um, but then there were a lot of like it wasn't just like acting school. Like I mean you had to like they turned theater into like a study, and the same way they did with art. So it was essentially like having to write like research papers and like do all this stuff like that I absolutely hated, and I was like, okay, I have to quit this because it's going to make me hate what I love. And so like I love acting, I love painting and drawing, but I haven't done it in a long time, but I was born, I mean, God gave me those talents innately, so um and that was why when I went to college originally, I was like, well, my mom thought I should major in theater or art or something, but I was like, well, I want to go to college and learn something that I don't already know how to do. Um but long story short, I did not finish my degree, and then I also um like I transferred to a different school to finish. So I was at Auburn before, and then I transferred to um Alabama, University of Alabama, to try and finish my geology degree there because they had a different type of geology degree. They had a Bachelor of Arts in geology. Auburn only had a Bachelor of Science, and like I love the geology classes, but it also like there were a lot of things you had to take, like really difficult like math classes, and I didn't like math. And I hate it. Like I loathe it. And then chemistry, physics, and I was able to like I did take Chem 1, but I like barely made a C. Um and there were just so many, and even my geology advisor, he was like, yeah, these courses are unnecessary for a geologist. Um, anyway, but at Alabama, there was a Bachelor of Arts in Geology, which had a lot less of the hard sciencey classes. Um, I mean, it had hard science like geology class, but it didn't have like all the other stuff. But when I moved there, like that was during COVID, and as everyone who is alive now who has lived through COVID knows, COVID kind of screwed up everything. Isn't it crazy that like our world was like totally turned upside down, inside out, and like for me it feels like it never happened, but it did happen, and like at the time it totally screwed up school and um like I had a class schedule set, and then like the last minute they were like, "Oh, we're not going to be doing this class because of COVID." And I don't remember exactly what happened, but I didn't have to I just got overwhelmed and I couldn't figure out um what other class to take instead, and I ended up just not just not going. Um in 1347, well, of course, yeah, I mean, and that's the thing, um is this virus, people were acting like it was like the Black Plague or something. But in reality, it was really like similar to like a regular cold virus. Um, and I think honestly, like all the shutdowns and whatnot, at first everyone was terrified, of course, but the COVID like illness itself, I mean, it's an illness, like, but it's like any other illness. And, you know, um, then what I think is funny is they came out with the vaccine for it, and were forcing people to take the vaccine or quit their jobs, or you couldn't go certain places if you didn't have the vaccine. And I never got it because I was like, I don't want to put that into my body. The only person in my family who got the COVID vaccine was my dad, and it was recommended by his doctor because he's diabetic. And so if he had ever were to get COVID, you know, it would be really bad. And I think the vaccine for people with, pre-existing conditions was good, but like they were trying to vaccinate everyone. And the thing is, like, if you vaccinate everyone, then even people who are healthy, then the virus is just going to mutate and um like I don't know. And I think a big like it's I think a lot of it was about money and um power, and people were just afraid, you know. People were afraid to go visit people. People were afraid to walk around, and I don't know. It was just so sad. Anyway, the thing about the COVID vaccine is that it was different than like a vaccine like a meningitis or something else. I know of many people who got the vaccine and they still got COVID. So, like, the vaccine actually, I think, made it worse because it was just putting the virus into people. I don't know. Whatever, let's move on. And also, I don't think I personally ever got COVID. Um, uh, I'm sorry about your dad. Um, you got a fever for 1 week because of the vaccine. Yeah, see, that was the thing is like I was hearing about so many people who got the vaccine and it actually made them sick. Um, anyway, um, but yeah, all that to say, I have to, like, I have to just believe that, you know, God, um, God is going to, God worked what the enemy intended for harm, God used for good, and I ended up, um, that was like during COVID was actually when I started my YouTube channel and I made up, started making my acting videos, and I also met a lot of people online. Like, we did like these read throughs of different plays online. Um, and I never would have done that if it weren't for COVID. Also, I think it made people realize that family's important, and I don't know. Yeah. They want you to forget, and like, it's, but the thing is, you know, Jesus does call us to forgive people. And, you know, forgiveness, you don't have to forget, but you can forgive. And like, when you forgive people who have wronged you, it's actually freeing for yourself. Um, yeah. Anyway. Amen. Um, I don't know, sometimes I get on these tangents and I just talk and talk. But I think it's a good thing. Ah, Snowy! Like, why do cats feel the need to rub their heads on literally everything? The only good thing about COVID was that for 1 year, you didn't have to deal with so many idiots. It was worth having government pay them to stay home. Honestly, true. Like, I agree. Like, in a strange way, you know, at first it was bad, but in a strange way, it was kind of relaxing. And then, like, I think a lot of people got used to that lifestyle, myself included, and it it's really hard to shift back into going, you know, back to things as usual after something like that happened. Your introvert friend wishes we had that time at home again. Honestly, like, I mean, I can totally relate because um I kind of feel the same way. um but hi, how are you? You look beautiful. You work at sea? That's interesting. Oh my gosh. Okay. Thank you for subscribing. Okay, I need to take a quick break and I will be back. Hi, I'm back. Okay, I will straighten the lampshade. Or at least attempt to. Um, I think it needs to be, I think it's kind of like broken, so I don't know. That's the best I can do. Here. Anyways, what were we talking about? Or new topic? I think we were talking about COVID, but um, we can talk about something else. Tiffany. Still here, Tiffany? I'm sorry you had a bad day if you are still here. So I'm a Christian. Um, I guess Protestant, but yeah, I just use the word Christian. Yeah, I am very artistically inclined. Oh, also, I mean, the lampshade, I don't know if you can see, but I actually, I pressed, I got flowers and I pressed them and then I glued them onto the lampshade. um, I look pale. Well, I actually like to be pale. Um, I like to be pale. Um, I don't I don't really like to go out in the sun. So, yeah, being pale is nice. Um, yeah. You're back, you had to. Oh, you have a kitten. That's cool. My cat is eating right now. One of them. I think it's Mushy. Isn't it funny how you can like tell? Oh wait, no, it was Snowy. Snowy, like, I hardly ever see Mushy eat. Oh, thank you, Sam. Appreciate that. Yeah. Um, you don't. Yeah, the sun is. It's honestly frustrating to me because, um, the sun is, I was actually like reading in the Bible. I was thinking about my quote unquote fear of the sun, and it's it's rational and it's irrational at the same time. Like, it's rational because yes, the sun actually does cause skin damage. And so I honestly, it's mostly rational. Um, but it kind of sucks when, like, that's why I absolutely love wintertime, because it has to do with like the UV index. So like in the summer, um, the earth faces, or whatever part of the earth that you're on is closer to the sun, so the UV rays are higher. And in the winter, even on sunny days, the UV rays are lower, and it's ultraviolet light that is damaging. So it's 97. Oh, where are you? I think it's around 75 here outside. But 97, oof. Yeah. Unfortunately, I just have to remind myself it's seasons, and some people don't like cold weather. I love it. Um, you're in Virginia. Ugh, and yeah, it makes me think that I should move up north, but my family lives here, so I mean, at least I don't live in Florida anymore, because at least here in Alabama we get an actual like winter. In Florida, it was like pretty much hot all year round. Um, you moved from Florida to Michigan and you love it. Ooh, ooh, the fresh water. That sounds cool. So you must live, do you live like near Lake Michigan? I would like to move up north. I don't know, I just gotta make plans because, ooh, Lake Huron, that's awesome. I've always wanted to visit the Great Lakes. Let me see. This atlas, I don't think it has, it's like it's a world atlas, but I can't seem to find, oh, no wait, that's Australia. Oh, it has a whole United States. Gosh. Yeah, maybe I should move up there. Your family is from Alabama. Oh. Oh, hi from Croatia. Oh, hi. You moved from Wisconsin to Kentucky. Ooh. Well, see, like, everybody has their own, you know. Some people like cold. Some people don't like it. I think, my thing is, it's just like, I'm still single and I really don't know about like just moving somewhere on my own just to move, but I feel like I'd be a lot happier if I lived somewhere up north where it got colder. IDK. You love the winter. Yeah, I love snow. The best way to move is when you're on your own. It's scary though. I mean, I've moved several times, but so the place that I'm living now, I lease, and my lease is over in October. Yeah, that's true. The thing is, like, it would be really hard for me to move away from my family. Move to Alaska, yes, I have always thought about that. I don't know. Alaska would be amazing. The annoying thing though about Alaska is I don't know if I could handle the what's it called? Midnight sun, like how in the summer like it's literally light 23 hours a day or 24 hours a day, almost. um, you have visited. I think I would like it in winter. But then again, in winter, like, it probably would get old, like, being dark all the time. But I don't know, there has to be, like, a happy medium, you know? Which is why, like, somewhere not super extreme. But you definitely got me intrigued about living near the Great Lakes. I don't know. Who knows? Come to Boston. Boston? What's it like in Boston? In the South, it feels too stagnant. I mean, we do get seasons, but I know what you're saying. Like, the season change is minimal. Um, yeah. I don't know. I feel like I need to like I don't have a place a reason to move other than I want to live somewhere in a different climate. So, I don't know. I'm gonna pray about it and maybe maybe there maybe God will give me a reason. You can swim and not be scared of snakes. That's true. That would be really awesome. I mean, even here, there are a few alligators, unfortunately, but there's not as many as in Florida. Eesh. The Upper Peninsula. It looks so cool up there. Go on a Christian dating site. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Pete. Actually, Alabama has a female governor. I do like our governor. Her name is Kay Ivey. She's funny. The great state of Alabama. Um, I think I need more water. I'm gonna get more. Oh, thank you, Zachary. I appreciate that. I think I talked myself out. I think I need to take a break. Um, it's been an hour and 10 minutes, so hello from the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean. It's funny. Um, okay, so I think I'm gonna go for now. Um, Man, I always do this. I'm always like, don't go. What's holding me back? I don't know, honestly. I think fear and, you remember me from where? I think, I don't know. Um, I do need a hug. Okay, I'm fine. Is that the real spelling of my name? Yes, it is. Um, so it actually means God's princess. Um, Sarah means princess in the Bible, and the I in it stands for God because he refers to himself as the great I am. So my name means God's princess. So yeah, it's real. Um, anyway. Everybody's trying to psychoanalyze me. uh, Anyone out here actually a psychologist? I think people like think, um, I don't know. It's whatever. Um, Glitter Princess. Yeah. Yeah, it is a unique way to spell it. But I like it. I mean, honestly, like, I'm glad that my name is spelled that way because it makes it unique. Like, there aren't a lot of people who spell with the name Sierra who spell it that way. So it's nice. Not sure why people have to criticize people they don't even know. I know, right? Thank you, Scott. I hope you have a good day too. Thanks, guys. Okay, so what else should we talk about? So pretty. Yeah, that did happen in the Bible. Yeah, sure. Select a topic. Do I watch sports? No, I'm not into sports. I don't know why. Um, I've never been into sports. The best 90s. 90s TV show. I don't really remember, but I used to really like that 70s show. Friends, of course. I watched both of those like all the way through. Oh, Frasier. I remember Frasier. My mom used to watch Frasier and The Simpsons. I never watched The Simpsons. I found them kind of like weird. I never watched like cartoons like that. How I Met Your Mother. Oh yeah. I don't think I've ever watched that one, but it was kind of similar to Frasier, I think. Try the movies made by Russian Andre. What movies? What are they called? I mean, I was little when my mom used to watch Frasier, so. He just had it. Baywatch. I never watched that. I don't know. Power Rangers. Oh my gosh, that's funny. I think I am gonna go now because I'm starting to not feel that good. I may come back on later, but thank you guys for joining, and if you're interested, I have a lot of videos. I don't just live stream, I have like a lot of videos. I haven't made a video in a long time. I've mostly just been into live streaming, but I have tons of videos. So if you are interested, you can check them out. And I will be back back soon. It's not AI. And thank you for that. I appreciate that. Okay. I'll see you guys later.